Welcome to the Postgame show of the first playoff game, Love Yas Baggage. It was spicy indeed. You said that in the pregame show, Kelsey.
What great memory you have. Yeah, the first playoff game really brought everything that we could have hoped for in this tournament. It might have been, besides the game that we also mentioned in pre-games, besides Baggage and Pinstripe Strong game, this might be one of the better games that we've seen in this tournament. We saw the offense come alive. We saw them have to chase. We saw them have to come through in big defensive situations and big pitching moments, and they did that.
Absolutely, they did. And Chris Rose, Daren, Sammy, I know you guys got some important thoughts about this match.
And it is time right now to hear from our star of the game. Kelsey Wingert is standing by with him.
I thought you were calling me the star of the game,
You
but
are
no,
always.
it's Jake. And Jake, you know, there has been so much talk. Where's the leadership from this team? Team Baggage is falling apart without Jimmy O'Brien, and you answer back with a walk-off hit. What does that feel like to show everybody who's doubted you?
I mean, you can't replace a Jimmy O'Brien, you know? So we had to look within our team and what can we do. And that's what we did. And again, Chris Rose talking shit outside the press conference room.
Sometimes you got to look in the mirror.
We'll see them in the championship. We'll see them in the championship. Remember, when you're opening the championship game and it's us versus Pinstripe Strong, remember that I said that. We'll see them in the championship. And if we've already lost, then maybe don't mention it.
I mean, you're saying that
Do you
we're
trust your ability to sober up?
No, I agree. I agree.
I played well.
Did you?
I thought you played well.
Did you?
Yeah, he hit a lot of
Everyone
fours.
else was making a scene. I played well. They raked.
A former league MVP and you're freaking popping the ball up?
Oh, I thought you were pretty good.
I mean, really?
Hear that from the booth. I wasn't done today.
If you could say something to Chris Rose right now, which you absolutely can because he can hear what you're saying right now, what would you like to say to him?
I want to see him compete on the concrete.
I think that is a challenge.
Chris Rose, Daren, Sammy, Kelsey, and Paxton.
I got some bad news for you guys. It's Paxton and I aren't going to compete
Now
much,
he has
but
called
hey,
us out.
Jake, congratulations on a big win. Walk-off hit. Team Baggage goes on.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you so much for your time. He's still trying to see Pinstripe Strong in the championship game, huh? Guys, Jake has all the confidence.
Kelsey, thank you very much. If that's indeed what it takes, Daren, Sammy, I have to be honest with you here. If we can act as a spark plug for somebody,
Inspiration.
if that's the sort of motivation they need, so be it. I mean, Jake Story-Ali, if that's how it brings out the competitive juices in you, if you need somebody else to draw that out of you instead of having it naturally built in as your DNA, that's fine with me.
Yeah, we're doing our jobs, mate.
That's fine. But, all jokes aside, Team Baggage has shown us something in these last two games. In their regular season finale against Pinstripe Strong, and then today, they put up a league-best 115 runs. They chased 54 down in the final frame.
Well, they've showed us they're not short of confidence. They have the belief in the group that they could chase down any total. And, Jake, he stood up to the plate. He did. I counted them out.
Game 7 highlights are here. Let's dive in with Jake Story-Ali.
Jake Story-Ali doing a phenomenal job.
You spoke too early.
The only thing better than a sarcastic Chris Rose laugh is seeing his producer, Rob Sirocco, step up to the plate and offensively carry his team. Love Yas ended up getting 114. Team Baggage had a steep chase to make, but starting off strong with Aaron Jones offensively, they kicked ass. And it wasn't just Aaron Jones. We also have Jake Story-Ali stepping up to the plate and getting some boundaries himself.
Rusty delivers. There's a ball. And that's the 4, and that is it. That is it. Jake Story-Ali with a walk-off.
Team Baggage ends up pulling off the victory, but let's hear from Love Yas on being the first team eliminated from the tournament.
Well, first off, Baggage being shorthanded, coming out, not making excuses and putting up numbers. You got to give credit to them. Shout out to Jimmy. Hope he's doing better. But, yeah, I mean, we played the best we possibly could. There was really no – I mean, we were in it. We hit. Then they fucking hit. So, just one of them games. Yeah, they hit it harder.
Yeah, some days you just got to take your hat off to the opposition. No hats here today. Outplayed us. What can we say? We went from strength to strength every game. I think the boys can be proud of the effort that they showed and the resilience. Obviously, getting dicked on game one and just went stronger from there on. Maybe one more game in hand. Who knows what would have happened? But that's life for you. We'll come back next year. We'll come back stronger.
Rusty, it seemed like you really figured it out this game. You've been kind of finding with the bat, and then you really were pounding a lot of boundaries in this one.
Yeah, I got a couple tips from a few of the boys, very helpful. Obviously, watching some of the high-level talent that's out there, that's always helpful. So, for me, it just makes me look forward to coming back again next year and putting it in from day one.
Yes, sir.
Hey, big shout out to Rusty. Big shout out to all the guys that came from MLCC. Is MLCC?
MLC.
MLC.
Yeah.
MLC.
We're not good with letters.
MLC. See?
We stay with
Big
letters.
shout out to everybody coming here. Some guys came on short notice, so thanks for being a part of Team Love Yas. Hope you felt the energy and the vibe, and it was great.
Feel that love, baby.
So,
Yeah.
Thank
hearts?
you, and
Thank
thank you
you.
guys. Thank you for letting
Thanks,
me play.
crew.
And
Thanks,
you
everybody.
guys. Thank you for
yeah, absolutely.
adding me.
Absolutely. You're
letting
part of
me-
the family.
Let me be a part of the family of the Love Yas.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Love you. We'll see ya.
Fuck, I sucked.
Thanks. Maybe he's icing his eyes in bed.
I hope he's okay. Yeah.
He's at the front row of the Yankees game.
Just lies.
All right, doesn't look like he's an answer. Good idea.
That was a great idea. I love what you're into. I love it.
Okay, I'll give him another one.
He'll call back. Yeah, all right.
I'll turn my ringer on.
Yeah, if he calls during the press conference, we'll play it.
Turn your ringer on. Yes. Yes. But our team identity has changed. We're missing Jim, obviously. You can't replace him. Our captain is now our captain. And Aaron Jones is unstoppable.
Aaron, you had yourself a huge day offensively. Really felt like it clicked for you in that game.
Yeah, I just tried to watch the ball as long as possible and express myself, to be honest.
We had a couple cricket guys out here watching, and they were commenting on you were able to hit the ball with your hands probably better than anyone else. Do you attribute that to your cricket ability?
Yeah, I think so. It's quite different to baseball where most of the guys feed the ball in this area. So we get feed close, wide, everything. So it's normal for me to hit balls close to me.
Jake, there have been a lot of questions about how you had played in this tournament, whether you were awake in game number one. You showed up in this one.
Hey, there's a lot of rumors and allegations about last night, today. We lost to a very good team in the first game. Pinstripe Strong is good. We're going to see them in the championship, and we're going to beat them. And I think I answered any questions.
What's happening right now between you and Chris Rose, just at the current moment? I feel like he hasn't broken the eye contact with you.
I'd call it a lover's quarrel.
I didn't love the way you disrespected your teammates, quite honestly. Show up. I mean, you wouldn't have passed any sort of substance test.
Wow. You can
Most leagues, you wouldn't have been allowed to play, to be honest.
You can check me for whatever you
But if
want.
that, no. Believe me, wouldn't take long to check. Well, listen, we just present the facts up in the booth, and that's it. And obviously, it hurts your little feelings.
Hey.
I thought you were a little thicker skinned than that, but whatever. We'll see you in the semifinals. Best of luck, and we'll call it fair.
Thank you, Chris
We don't
Rose.
harbor any ill will. Good
No.
luck to you against McLean Singers.
Thank you, Chris Rose. Get him out of here.
That was weird. I didn't like it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't like it. That was weird.
Get out of here.
Not seem unbiased.
I'm competing against him. He's commenting in the game. And hey, how about Lorenzo? Some big plays on the wall.
Huge plays.
Saved a couple fours.
Let's go, boys.
You like chicken henned one.
Hockey goal.
Yeah. That was we'll see. I'm excited for him to find out we won.
We tried to call him, didn't work.
I think if he can play, he will play.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is
I can actually guarantee that.
You know?
If Jake were to call him right now, would he answer?
Hey, all right.
I don't like that.
When I was competing against Chris Rose, we're competing
Are
against
you in
the other
cahoots
team.
with Rose?
What?
Why is everyone trying to tear this team apart?
No, I just want to know if one of y'all, like, is he more
You think we're tearing you guys apart? You should see Rotten.
Yeah. I don't want to see Rotten.
I don't want to see Rod. We're calling Jimmy again.
I don't have my.
I think what you'll see out of us is offense in the next rounds. I feel like we found out we're an offensive team.
Everyone's hitting.
Yeah.
Defensive plays are huge.
I'm hitting a lot.
He's not.
Yeah, I think he's like dead. His eyes fell out.
More than another
Now
try.
it's sad. He would have called back.
Okay. We'll end it.
Oh, this is getting sad, guys.
We'll end it.
We'll end it.
Well, I guess that's the end of the press conference. It's a weird end.
We're trying to call Jimmy to tell him, but he's
Subscribe to We Got Ice. Thank you.
Ew, yeah, we won. I'll tell him. He was pumped.
Wow.
Okay, so Paxton, are you surprised with an early exit for Team Love Yas, the first team officially eliminated?
I truthfully am. I really did think that Love Yas was going to pull it together, and offensively we did see Rusty step up, we saw Dalton step up, we really saw everyone step up, but I just think Baggage, they came together and they synced whenever they needed to, especially Jake. I mean, Jake got in his head a little bit whenever Chris Rose was saying he was hungover and like not being a leader and all of those things. He used it. Fuel to a fire. It's a good thing.
Something that Daren pointed out in the broadcast that I had completely forgot about when you just brought up Rusty. Rusty's position in cricket, he is a closer. What baseball people we refer to as a closer, it's coming into the ninth inning, that's Rusty's job. So that got my juices pumping when he was able to take the mound in that moment. But Team Baggage ultimately ends up pulling through and they get the victory. Like we said, Team Love Yas, the first team officially eliminated from our Ball in Play tournament. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We ain't done yet.
No, not even close.
We just started the playoffs.
Not even close.
So we're getting you ready for Forgotten Rotten versus We Got Ice. Trevor Plouffe has so much pride in this warehouse. He has a lot of pride in this warehouse. And whenever you go back to their last game versus Hook, Line, Sinker, that put them at 1-1 in this tournament. I don't know if Trevor Plouffe's confidence can rebound from 2 consecutive tournaments not doing well.
I agree, because the one thing that we saw from Trevor Plouffe, like just recently in this tournament, is that he actually sat down on the bench and allowed his teammate, his new teammate, to get reps because he knew they were going to lose. I have never heard Trev say, I know we're going to lose. I'm going to tap out. Ever. Ever. So I was shocked by that. I was truly shocked by that.
Let's hear from the 2 lovely voices in the booth. Chris Rose, Daren, Sammy.
Very interesting elimination game that we have got for you today. You got Forgotten Rotten taking on We Got Ice, the 2 lowest scoring teams during the regular season. We Got Ice averaged 72 runs a contest. Forgotten Rotten just 65. So I guess I ask you, can either of these teams put enough offensive pressure on the other squad today?
Well, there's nothing to lose, huh?
Well, except for your postseason life. That's the only thing that's on the line.
I love the way Trevor played.
Yeah.
But his strategy, he needs to face more balls. He needs to discuss with his teammates when he's on sound. Just get me back on strike instead of trying to match my power. That's what he has to tell his teammates. And for We Got Ice, they really need to show up and show that they really got ice in the veins.
Yeah. Okay, the winner will move on to the semifinals where Pinstripe Strong, team that can really score some runs, awaits.
Now, we did get a chance to talk to both Forgotten Rotten and We Got Ice. I talked to We Got Ice first. So let's start to them. And me.
All right, I'm here with 2 of the We Got Ice guys. So you're going on just an absolute marathon of games played in this. How are you conserving energy to be able to pull out a win for your team?
I feel fine. I'm not hitting or pitching, so I'm just playing defense, and We Got Ice is my main concern.
I love that. Now, Jack, this is an elimination game. And I know there's a lot of pressure on that. You guys have a reputation in the warehouse, and so people come out and try to beat you. How are you guys going to win?
We're going to win by learning from our mistakes. and keeping the most composure you've ever seen and being the humblest you've ever seen.
So you're going to do the opposite of what Trevor Plouffe does.
Yeah, and we're playing them. So that's good.
That's true. So we have the humble guys and we have the cocky guys. Kels, what are the cocky guys saying?
Okay, we're down here with what you guys are being called the cocky guys, the cocky team with Forgotten Rotten. And I want to go back to your last game versus Hook, Line, Sinker, because that first inning that you guys hit was really tough. You hit into 3 wickets, or yeah, 3 straight wickets with no runs. You only put up 21 runs in your first inning batting. How disappointing of an inning was that for you guys as a team overall?
Yeah, it's frustrating. In cricket, we'd call it a hat trick. Super frustrating. I think we also been a bit unlucky, and honestly, I'm going to look at it as unlucky. I don't think we're a bad team, and if we turn it on, I think we can be a championship team if we turn it on, so I'm not too phased.
Well, I'll tell you what, here we know what a hat trick is, and we know that's not good. We know that that's not good. Whenever you're taking on the team that you're about to take on and the skill set that they have, we know that they can pitch. We know that Zoe has been spended this entire tournament playing for so many different teams. But how do you hope to capitalize on them overall?
I mean, I think we've had 2 games where our first game was closer than it kind of should have been. Second game where we really didn't get an opportunity on offense to show what we can do. We got to play our game. We got to play our game. I'm not overly concerned about who's on the other side. Forgotten Rotten needs to go out there and play their game. We need to let our superstar athletes go out there and swing the bat, actually get 3 overs in an inning. So play our game, throw good pitches, keep the line moving.
And Calvin, I know coming into this tournament, you want to continue the big name of Forgotten Rotten. You look right up there and you see 2 banners for Forgotten Rotten here in the John Boy warehouse, and now we're entering into the playoffs. Do you feel the pressure of performing for the team that's had so much success here?
Yeah, of course. You have to feel a bit of pressure. If you don't, it means you don't care, which we're not going to be that kind of team, and I'm not that kind of player. We definitely want to go back-to-back 2022. If 2023 we can get it up there, that'll be awesome. And my first time in here, that's definitely a way I want to go home with.
Let's get the good vibes going.
Let's get the good vibes. We need good vibes.
We're getting ready for the game. Good luck, guys. Thank you both so much for your time.
Okay, so as we inch closer to this next playoff matchup between Forgotten Rotten and between We Got Ice, 2 teams who have a lot of experience in this warehouse. Who are you taking in this matchup?
Personally, I think I'm going to take We Got Ice. Now, that feels like a ballsy pick for the simple fact that Zoe has literally played 75 games in this tournament. And that's it's debatable. It's questionable of whether or not he's going to be able to give his all to the team. I know we keep asking him, who's your favorite team you've played for? Because he's literally played for every single team almost. He always says We Got Ice. It's where it's in his heart. It's his baby. And I think he's going to pull out the stops. I'm pulling We Got Ice.
And what's interesting is when you ask Zoe to power rank the teams that he has played for in this tournament, Forgotten Rotten comes in 3rd. And that will be their opponent today. I think for this matchup, I will take Forgotten Rotten because I believe in Trev. I believe in the swagger. I believe in the sauce. And I believe that he's not going to go down again.
There is a part of you that wants to agree with me, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that's it. From here, we're getting ready to go for Forgotten Rotten versus We Got Ice. We cannot wait to see you for the premiere at 6 p.m. Playoffs continue, baby.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.